This just happened, and it's becoming the #1 topic among fans. The Los Angeles Chargers just signed a player nobody expected. It's the kind of signing that could change everything next season. I got some hot, exclusive information that hasn't yet appeared on the major portals. But before I reveal everything, if you truly love the Bolts, like now and subscribe to the channel, because I'm gonna tell you everything right now. The week started electric in Los Angeles, and the Chargers backroom is on fire. If you're a true fan, hold on to this. The team could be about to rewrite its own history with 3 moves that could completely change the fate of the franchise. A bombastic reunion with a hometown legend, a surprise defensive reinforcement, and one of the NFL's biggest names about to don the blue and gold. That's right, and the best part? We've broken it all down to the smallest detail for you. So get ready, because this edition will leave any fan speechless. Breathe in. We begin with news that could make any blue and gold heart race. Keenan Allen may be coming home. The veteran wide receiver, who made his mark with the Chargers over 11 seasons, reunited with the franchise last Friday, and that's no small feat. The team is in desperate need of reliable targets, and nothing is more symbolic and effective than reopening the doors to an icon like Allen. After a brief stint with the Chicago Bears in 2024, Allen, now 32, is still seen by many fans as a key player in their offensive success. And the fans aren't alone. The clamor for this reunion is stronger than ever. However, it's not all sunshine and roses. An unexpected insight from Paul M. Banks of DraftWire threw a wrench in the works by suggesting that Allen would only be the WR4 on the current roster. That's right, behind names like Quentin Johnston and rookies Trey Harris and Keandre Lambert-Smith. But let's be honest. Honestly, does this make sense to you? Not to us. Keenan Allen, even at a more mature stage, still delivers production, game reading, and confidence at quarterback, something no rookie can offer right away. With Ladd McConkey currently the top prospect, Allen's arrival could, at the very least, position him as a WR2, perhaps even a WR1B, depending on Harbaugh's game plan. And what's more, the Chargers aren't in rebuilding mode. The team won 11 games last season and is gunning for a run against the Chiefs in the AFC West. Adding Allen wouldn't just be emotional, it has everything to be tactical, strategic, and decisive. Imagine that experience alongside promising young players. It's a formula that can surprise any opposing defense. But did you think this was the only movement behind the scenes? It hasn't even begun. While fans' eyes are completely focused on the big names on offense, with a strong focus on Keenan Allen's potential return, the Chargers have quietly made changes to another key area of the roster, the line. Defensive. Lineman Nesta Jade Silvera is a name that may not sound impressive at first glance, but carries hidden potential to be that camp find every team dreams of uncovering. Silvera was originally selected by the Las Vegas Raiders in the 7th round of the 2023 NFL Draft, but his professional career has already been marked by some turnover. After leaving Las Vegas, he briefly moved to the San Francisco 49ers at the end of the last regular season, and then signed a reserve future contract with the Green Bay Packers. However, he didn't stick around. He was released in July. Now, he lands in Los Angeles, seeking stability and a new chance to prove himself. At 6'2", 304 pounds, and with an aggressive style of play, Silvera has the physical tools necessary to compete at the highest level. During his college career, he played for 4 years at Miami, and then transferred to Arizona State in 2022, where he drew attention for his intensity and explosive first-step attributes that could shine during preseason training. But what can we really expect from Silvera at this point? Initially, his role will be that of a training camp body, someone who arrives to make the squad in training camp and challenge the other players for survival on the roster. However, it's important to remember that several players who are now solid NFL players started out this way underdog, competing for space and showing grit in training. The injury to Josh Fuga, who was released after sustaining an injury last Saturday, immediately opened up space for Silvera to gain valuable minutes. Furthermore, the Chargers have already demonstrated their awareness of the weaknesses in the middle, the defense. The franchise has strengthened the position with names like Deshaun Hand and Naquan Jones, making it clear that the sector needs reliable alternatives. Silvera's arrival, therefore, is not a simple bureaucratic move. It is more of an attempt to find that raw piece that can be honed throughout the camp. If he performs, he could secure a spot on the final roster or be kept on the practice squad, waiting for the right opportunity to move up. And speaking of defense, now imagine this unit receiving not just complementary pieces, but one of the biggest defensive names in the NFL. If you found this move interesting, hang tight, because the next chapter could explode the league's market. You read that right? And this isn't a fan theory. It's a confirmed fact behind the scenes in the NFL. All-Pro Micah Parsons, one of the most dominant and impactful defenders in the league today, has officially requested a trade from the Dallas Cowboys. And guess who's at the forefront of this move that could change the fate of the franchise for years to come? Yes, the Los Angeles Chargers. We're talking about a rare opportunity, the kind that doesn't come around every window, a true game changer. The buzz is already ablaze on social media, forums, and even in press offices. The question everyone is asking is it really worth giving up valuable draft picks and significant salary cap space for a player like Parsons? The answer among fans may be divided, but within the Chargers locker room, unanimity reigns. Yes, 1,000 times yes. And one of the biggest supporters of this potential move is none other than Derwin James, the team's defensive leader and one of the most respected names within the organization. In an appearance on FanDuel TV's Up and Adams, James spoke out and made it clear that his friendship with Parsons goes beyond the cameras. They both share the same agent, David Mulugeta, a central figure in this entire story since, according to inside sources, the Cowboys tried to bypass Mulugeta himself in the negotiations and negotiated directly with the player. Result: a rift. This move by the Cowboys, seen by many as amateurish and disrespectful, completely soured the relationship with Parsons and appears to have left scars that are difficult to heal. It's in this scenario that Derwin James may be quietly working behind the scenes, using his connection with the agent to pave his way to Los Angeles. He hasn't said it openly, but listening to his subtext, it's clear. James wants Parsons in the blue and gold. Now let's look at the numbers and the practical impact. Imagine a Chargers defense that features Micah Parsons starting on the edge, Khalil Mack on the other side, and Derwin James commanding the backfield. This isn't just frightening for opponents, it's a direct recipe for being the most explosive defensive unit in the NFL. Constant pressure, versatility, the ability to force turnovers, and an intimidation few defenses currently possess. And most importantly, the timing has never been so perfect. The Chargers have a competitive roster with rising young players and a winning new head coach, Jim Harbaugh, determined to build a legacy. The AFC West division remains dominated by the Chiefs, but with a defense of this caliber, Kansas City's dominance could finally be threatened. Parsons' arrival would be a statement of intent. The Chargers aren't just competing, they're going to win. Of course, there are risks. Giving away draft picks always raises concerns about the future. But when it comes to a generational talent, like Parsons, who changes the game on every play, the equation changes. Sometimes, the present is more important than any long-term plan, especially when the Super Bowl seems so palpable. So, Chargers fans, subscribe to our channel here and turn on notifications. A week that began with subtle moves could end with an announcement that forever changes the history of the franchise. If Keenan Allen returns, if Nesta Silvera surprises in training camp, and if only Micah Parsons actually lands in Los Angeles, then get ready, because this season has everything to be historic.